Hello kids! Today's topics are First Holy Confession and First Holy Communion. So let's get started. Let's begin with the confession day. Normally your confession would take place in the church, in the confessional, but now with all the restrictions it has to take place in the classrooms. So when you arrive with your parents and maybe even your siblings, just line up in front of the classroom and just make sure that you keep a safe distance from the person that's lining up in front of you. When you arrive, a teacher will meet you there and take attendance just to make sure that everybody's there. And as you can see, everybody's holding a mask, but you don't need to be wearing a mask at this time, but you will need it a little bit later. When it's your turn to go in, make sure you put your mask on and the next person in line moves up. When you enter, you're going to go into one of the 3 rooms, which have been turned into the confessional for the time being. The first one is the Sister Faustina room, then St. Eugene room, and the final one is Brother Anthony room at the end of the hallway. The next thing you do is you sanitize your hands before going in for your first confession. And make sure you close the door behind you. And just so you know, your parents and your siblings can also go to confession on the same day as you, because there's plenty of time to do their confession as well. And that's it. It's that simple. And now let's take a look at what your communion day is going to look like. You are going to come into the church and you're going to be greeted by your teachers who are going to show you to your seat in the church. So you can walk with them, you can also take your parents and your siblings and go all the way into the church. The teacher will show you where to sit, and then your parents and your siblings will sit right beside you, so you won't be alone and you'll be surrounded by the people you know and the people you love. Mass will go as normal, but when it comes time for you to receive Holy Communion, you're going to kneel, come up to the priest, receive Holy Communion, and then go back to your seat. But you are going to end up going in to the very last seat. You're going to kneel down and pray for a little bit. When all children receive Holy Communion, the parents are going to stand up and the siblings as well, and they are going to come up for communion. You, in the meantime, move up to your original seat. That way, it's not confusing and it doesn't look chaotic, and everything is done nicely.
For your first Holy Communion, please remember to bring your baptismal candle or any white candle. They will be needed during the Mass. Also, face masks are now mandatory in all places, so please bring them.
At the end of Mass, all First Communion children will receive their certificate, rosary, and prayer book.
To minimize distractions, we ask parents and family members not to take photos during the communion unless you are sitting upstairs. There will be a professional photographer which will be able to take the photos. If you wish to contact him, you can call him at 647-886-4296.
We're excited to see you soon. Bye!